An old desire doth in his deathbed lie, and young affection grapes to be his heir. What fair for which love groaned for and would die, with tender Juliet matched, is now not fair. Now Romeo is beloved and loves again, alike bewitched by the charm of looks. But to his foes supposed he must complain, and steal love's sweet bait from fearful hooks. Being held a foe, he may not have access to breathe such vows as lovers used to swear. And she as much in love, her means much less, to meet her new beloved anywhere. But passion needs them power, time means to meet, tempering extremities with extreme sweet.
Can I go forth when my heart is here? Turn back dull earth and find thy center out.
Romeo, my cousin Romeo.
He is wise, and on my light hath stolen him home to bed.
He ran this way and leapt this orchard wall. Call, good Mercutio.
Nay, I'll conjure too. Romeo, humorous, madman, passion, lover, appear thou in the likeness of a sigh. Speak but one rhyme, and I am satisfied. Cry but, "Ay me!" Pronounce but love and dove. Speak to my gossip Venus one fair word. One nickname for her purblind son, and here, young Adam Cupid, he that shot so trim, when King Cophetua loved the beggar maid, he heareth not, he steereth not, he moveth not, the ape is dead, and I must conjure him. I conjure thee by Rosaline's bright eyes, by her high forehead and her scarlet lip, by her fine foot, straight leg, and quivering thigh, and the demesnes that there adjacent lie, that in the likeness thou appear to us.
And if he hear thee, thou wilt anger him.
This cannot anger him. 'Twould anger him to raise a spirit and his mistress, circle of some strange nature, letting it there stand, till she had laid it and conjured it down. That's where some spite my invocation is fair and honest. In his mistress' name I conjure only but to raise him up him.
Come, he hath not hid himself among these trees, to be consorted with these humorous knight. Blind is his love, and best befits the dark.
If love be blind, love cannot hit the mark. Now will he sit under a medlar tree, and wish his mistress where that kind of a fruit as maids call medlars, when they laugh alone. Romeo, that she were, oh, that she were an open Catara. Thou a pauper and pear. Romeo, good night. I'll to my truckle bed. This field bed is too cold for me to sleep. Come, shall we go?
Go then, for 'tis in vain to seek him here that means not to be found.
He jest at scars that never felt a wound. But soft, what light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Julia is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who is already sick and pale with grief, that thou her maid art far more fair than she. Be not her maid, since she is envious. Her vestal livery is but sick and green, and none but fools do wear it. Cast it off. It is my lady. Oh, it is my love. Oh, that she knew she were. She speaks yet. She says nothing. What of that? Her eye discourses. I will not answer it. I am too bold. 'Tis not to me she speaks. Two of the fairest stars in all of the heaven, having some business, do entreat her eyes to twinkle in their spheres till they return. What if her eyes were there, they in her head? The brightness of her cheek would shame those stars. As daylight doth the lamp, her eyes in heaven would through the airy region stream so bright, that birds would sing and think it were not night. See how she leans her cheek upon her hand. Oh, that I were a glove upon that hand, that I might touch that cheek.
Ay me.
She speaks. Oh, speak again, bright angel, for thou art as glorious to this night, being o'er my head as is a winged messenger of heaven unto the white upturned wondering eyes of mortals that fall back to gaze on him, when he bestrides the lazy pacing clouds and sails upon the bosom of the air.
O Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name, or if thou wilt not, be but sworn my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet.
Shall I hear more, or shall I speak at this?
'Tis but thy name that is my enemy. Thou art not thyself, though not Montague. What's Montague? It is nor hand nor foot, nor arm nor face, nor any part
Belonging to a man. Oh, be some other name. What in a name but which we call a rose? By other name would smell as sweet as Romeo would, were he not Romeo called. Retain that dear perfection which he owes without the title.
Romeo.
Doff thy name, and for that name which is no part of thy, take all myself.
I take thee at thy word. Call me but love, and I'll be the new baptized. Henceforth I never will be Romeo.
What man art thou thus bescreened in night, so stumblest on my counsel?
By name I know not how to tell thee who I am. My name, dear saint, is hateful to myself, because it is an enemy to thee. Had I it written, I would tear the world.
My ears have not yet drunk 100 words of that tongue unuttered, yet I know the sound. Art thou not Romeo and a Montague?
Neither, fair saint, if either thee dislike.
How comest thou hither? Tell me, and wherefore? The orchard walls are high and hard to climb, and the place death, considering who thou art. Is any of my kinsmen find thee here?
With love's light wings did I overperch these walls, for stony limits cannot hold love out, and what love can do that dares love attempt. Therefore thy kinsmen are no left to me.
If they do not see thee, they will murder thee.
Alack, there lies more peril in thine eye than 20 of their swords. Look thou but sweet, and I am proof against their enmity.
I would not for the world they saw thee here.
I have night's cloak to hide me from their sight, and but thou love me. Let them find me here. My life were better ended by their hate than death prorogued wanting of thy love.
By whose direction wilt thou out this place?
By love who first did prompt me to inquire. He lent me counsel, and I lent him eyes. I am no pilot yet. Wert thou as far as that vast shore washed with the farthest sea, I would adventure for search merchandise.
Thou knowest the mask of night is on my face, else would a maiden blush bepaint my cheek. For that which thou hast heard me speak tonight fain, would I dwell on form, fain deny what I have spoken. But farewell, compliment. Dost thou love me? I know thou wilt say, and I will take thy word. Yet if thou swearest, thou mayest prove false at lovers' perjurers. Then say, Jove laughs, O gentle Romeo. If thou dost love, pronounce it faithfully, or if thou thinkest I am too quickly won, I'll frown and be preserved and say thy nay, so thou wilt woo, but else not for the world. In truth, fair Montague, I am too fond, and therefore thou mayest think my behaviour light. But trust me, gentlemen, I'll prove more true than those that have more cunning to be strange. I should have been more strange, I must confess, but that thou overhearest, or I would swear my love's passion, therefore pardon me, and not impute this yielding light, love, which the dark night hast so discovered.
Lady, by yonder blessed moon, I swear the tips of silver all these fruit tree tops.
Oh, swear not by the moon, the inconsistent moon that monthly changes in her circle's orbs, lest that they love prove likewise variable.
What shall I swear by?
Do not swear at all, or if thou wilt, swear by the gracious self, which is the God of my idolatry, and I'll believe thee.
If my heart's dear love,
Well, do not swear, although I joy in thee. I have no joy of this contact tonight. It is too rash, too unadvised, too sudden, too like the lightning, which doth cease to be ere one can say it lightens. Sweet good night. This bud of love by summer's ripening breath may prove a beauteous flower. When next we meet, good night, as sweet repose and rest come to thy heart as that within my breast.
oh wait, thou leave me so unsatisfied.
What satisfaction can thou have tonight?
The exchange of thy love, faithful vow for mine.
I gave thee mine before thou didst request it, and yet I would it were to give it again.
Wouldst thou withdraw it? For what purpose, love?
But to be frank and give it to thee again, and yet I wish, but for the thing I have, my bounty is as boundless as the sea, my love as deep. The more I give to thee, the more I have, for both are infinite. I hear some noise within, dear love. Adieu, anon, good nurse. Sweet Montague, be true, stay but a little, I will come again.
Oh blessed, blessed night, I am afraid, I am afeared, being in the night. All this is but a dream, too flattering, sweet, to be substantial.
3 words, dear Romeo, and good night indeed. If that thy bent of love be honourable, the purpose marriage, send me words tomorrow, by one that I'll procure to come to thee, where and what time thou wilt perform the rite, and all my fortunes at thy foot I'll lay, and follow thee, my lord, throughout the world. Maiden! I come anon, but if thou meanest not well, I do beseech thee. Maiden! By and by I come, to cease thy suit, and leave me to my grief. Tomorrow I will send.
So thrive, my soul.
1,000 times good night.
1,000 times the worse. To want thy light, love goes towards love, as schoolboys from their books, but love from love towards school with heavy books.
Heist, Romeo, heist. Oh, for a falconer's voice to lure this tassel gently back again. Bondage is hoarse and may not speak aloud, else would I tear the cave where echoes lie, and make her airy tongue more hoarse than mine, with reputations of Romeo's name.
It is my soul that calls upon the name. How silver sweet sound lovers' tongues by night, like softest music to attending ears.
Romeo!
My dear,
At what o'clock tomorrow shall I send to thee?
at the hour of 9.
I will not fail. 'Tis 20 years till then. I have forgot why I did call thee back.
Let me stand here till thou remember it.
I shall forget to have thee stand there, remembering how I love thy company.
And I'll still stay to have thee still forgot, forgetting any other home but this.
'Tis almost morning. I would have thee gone, and yet no farther than a wanton bird who lets it hop a little from her hand, like a poor prisoner in his twisted gyves, and with a silk thread plucks it back again, so loving, jealous of his liberty.
I would, I wear thy bird.
Sweet, so would I, yet I should kill thee with much cherishing. Good night, parting is such sweet sorrow, that I shall say good night till it be morrow.
Sleep dwell upon thine eyes, peace in thy breast. Would I were sleep and peace, so sweet to rest. Hence will I to my ghostly father's cell, his help to crave, and my dear hap to tell.